All right. Hello and welcome to Destination Wedding Series. My name is Lindsay Wisner, and we are currently working our way through the different stages of how to book a destination wedding. If this is your first time joining us in the series, in the previous trainings, we did discuss how to determine your destination wedding niche. We went over the client consultation and the qualifying questions to ask. We went over putting together a comprehensive quote proposal for your couple. And then the last training that we did briefly went over group contracts and how to set your group up for success. So if you want to get caught up, these videos are on Discord in the recorded trainings area, or they are on my YouTube channel for you to view as well. So now this is part 5 of the series. We have reached the finish line. Yay! We are going to finish out this part of the series with a review of a basic start to finish destination wedding timeline guide. So we're going to go through a step-by-step checklist that you can utilize throughout your destination wedding process. This will hopefully help keep you more organized and on top of the many tasks that you need to perform during the whole process. And again, I want to reiterate that this is just a guide to get you started. This is what I personally use for my business, but everyone does destination weddings differently, and it's going to be based solely on your business model. So this is just a jumping off point. So as you do more and more destination weddings, you're going to start to develop and figure out your own systems and processes. All right, so let's jump into it. Okay, so this is the 9 to 12 months before the actual destination wedding. So you get that new client contact. You're going to set up that initial consult. You're going to send those pre-qualifying questions. You're going to set up a meeting to meet with the couple, either over the phone, via Zoom. In person obviously is best if they're in your area. You're going to ask those qualifying questions. Once the couple decides that they want to work with you, you're going to have them sign a client agreement form. So you're going to put that together. You can collect fees at this point if applicable, if you're charging a fee. Then after that, you're going to research the destination options. You're going to send a quote proposal. And during that proposal process, you're going to contact the wedding departments. You're going to make sure that you're the first point of contact with that venue, not the couple. You're going to confirm the wedding date availability. Once the couple has agreed to they've picked their destination, you are going to ask them if they want to do a site preview visit first. A lot of resorts offer this. Request the wedding contract for the couple from that wedding coordinator. This is also the time where you're going to connect the couple with the wedding coordinator. You're going to do an introductory email. You want to remain a liaison between them. You want to be CC'd on all those emails that they do corresponding back and forth, so you stay in the know. You're going to request group contract quotes from the suppliers for that specific wedding venue, wedding lodging that the accommodations that you're going to do. You're going to request a group contract only after the wedding contract has been signed by the couple. That is a very important note. Do not get a group contract signed before the wedding contract is signed. You're going to send that contract over to Archer Travel for review first before going forward with anything. You want to make sure that all your I's are dotted, T's are crossed, that everything is good with them before you move forward. You're going to set up a meeting with the supplier group lead. So the person that is doing the contract, the supplier, there's usually a group lead for that. You are going to walk through the contract with them step by step. Each line, you're going to know that contract inside and out, because the majority of the group contracts are signed between you and the supplier. So After you have gone through the contract, you are going to create a separate contract between the couple and you, if the contract is not with the couple. So there are some hotels where they will do a contract, a group contract with the couple. The hotel it'll be between the couple and the hotel. But most of the suppliers that you're going to see in if you go through one of our travel operators, is going to be a contract between you and the supplier. So you want to make sure that you do a separate contract with the couple and you, so that you're not left holding the bag if something goes wrong. You want them in charge of those deposits, those final payments, and if they don't do those, then that's not on you. That's on them. Okay, so you're going to collect any deposits, and then you're going to book the couple's lodging. Then you're going to create your templates for your group. So whatever those may be. Obviously, we went through last time the ones that I do. This is your business. You can use whichever processes, systems that you want to put in place for your groups. So my examples are the fact sheet that I give them, the resort info pages. I create a Facebook group. I have different spreadsheets for the actual group, the rates, the room category, information, etc. Then you are going to get the guest list with the contact information from the couple. You want emails, phone numbers, addresses, whatever they will give you for the, and ask them, who are these people? How do you know them? Is this your mother? Is this your father-in-law? You know, some of those important figures, you maybe want to know who those people are. And then you're going to give the couple the travel information for their wedding website. This is also going to be information that they're going to put on their save the dates, on their invitations. There's going to be some kind of little note from you. So you're going to get that information together. So that is the first 9 to 12 months before. This is kind of your checklist of things that you need to get done. All right, so now we're going to go into, now you're down to 6 to 9 months before. So you're going to begin processing the reservations for the individual guests. You're going to be sure to collect copies of passports, IDs if it's not international travel, credit card authorization forms, insurance waivers. So if they decide that they don't want to get travel insurance, you want to make sure that they sign some kind of waiver that states that. You're going to send a payment invoice. You're going to enter the client payment plan, final payment due dates into your calendar so you do not forget. If doing a religious or legal ceremony, you're going to verify with the venue the timeline for those legal documents and required due dates if you haven't already. You're going to send updated guest rooming lists to the couple as the guests book so that they know who's booking, so they can kind of keep up their RSVPs, because you're kind of the RSVP. If people don't tell them, they're going to know because you booked them. So you know they're going. Now 6 months, we're getting down, continue with the guest bookings. You're going to schedule post-booking info sheets, pre-travel planning tips. This is a suggestion. This is what I do, and I can show you an example of that later on. Continue sending guest rooming list updates, review and verify important upcoming dates. So you're going to look at, what are the attrition dates coming up? When do you need to drop rooms? That kind of stuff. Send out final payment reminders. 4 months before, you're going to review the room block attrition dates again. Do you need to drop rooms? You're going to check in with the couple to see if they have had contact yet with their assigned wedding coordinator. Now, this is important to note, and I think we got into this a little bit in the other trainings, but a lot of the wedding coordinators, the bride is initially going to set up some information, but they might not hear from their assigned wedding coordinator till 3 months before the wedding. Some are like 2 months, 30 days. So it just depends So if the bride is getting antsy, just remind them that that's just how the resorts operate. They have a ton of weddings that they do year round. So a lot of them don't even look at some of the weddings until it gets closer to the actual wedding date. You're going to resolve any communication issues with the couple in the wedding venue. Obviously, you want to, that's why you're CC'd on those emails back and forth. If you notice there's issues, you want to try to address those and help the couple out. Collect final payments. You're going to send out reminders to reserve rooms to those guests that have not booked yet. All right, 3 months before, you're going to continue to drop unused rooms. You're going to follow up with guests that have not booked their rooms yet. You're going to stay active on your Facebook group page if you've created one. I highly recommend it. Start suggesting group excursion ideas, play games, get clients excited about their trip, get guests excited about the upcoming wedding, because they book a year out, maybe sometimes a year and a half out, and sometimes it's not as exciting anymore. So you want to keep that excitement going throughout this process. 45 to 60 days before, you're going to confirm any special requests, needs. You're going to double check, dietary issues. If there's babies coming, if it's a family-friendly resort, do they need cribs? Do they need any other amenities? You're going to confirm flight details for the transfers, because, a lot of guests most likely are not going to be booking their flights through you. They might be booking them on their own. So you need to get that flight information so that you can arrange for their transfers. You're going to release any remaining held rooms if applicable. And then 30 days before, you're going to prepare that final rooming list. If you haven't done this already, hopefully you have. Confirm any group amenities, perks that they've earned. Deliver the final travel documents, itineraries to all of your confirmed guests. Confirm any excursions or activities that you've booked. And then you're going to share any wedding tips and tricks for things like transporting wedding dress and so forth to your couple. All right, 1 week before, you're going to review and confirm travel itineraries with each client. You're going to send the travel schedule, this is what I do. I send a travel cheat sheet. Arrange a gift for couples when they arrive at their destination. Day of departure, I always do a wish the client a safe travels. I just usually do like a text send out. You're going to get prepared to deal with any issues that may arise, because if you got a group, there's probably going to be an issue in there somewhere. So just be ready. You're going to mail handwritten thank you letters. And then the day of the wedding, if you are not at the wedding, you can send a best wishes text message to the couple. When they get home, so 1 day post-trip, after they return, you're going to send a welcome home message to the couple and any booked guests at that time. And then 3 days post-trip, you want to follow up with your couple. And you want to do this personally. You want to do it over the phone. You want to see how everything went. Ask if they would be willing to share, a couple photos, any videos, and just a few sentences about their overall experience that you can utilize on your website or your marketing. And then you want to send out follow-up forms for any booked guests to complete along with your review links. All right, so I'm going to show you guys quick that other. So this is an example of what I send to my guests initially. So I almost do like a monthly newsletter. I start from the time they book, and then each month after that, I do a little bit of pre-travel planning information. Again, this is just a tool that you guys can utilize if you want to. It's obviously not required. You guys do what you want for your business. But it says, thank you for traveling with us. We're gonna be sending out emails monthly with some travel insights and tips. So this is where I usually send out tips for booking flights. I send out, information about the destination, maybe there's some excursion fun things, fun facts, things about the resort, anything that you want to send them, packing lists, any good information. So it's basically like a mini newsletter that you are going to be sending out monthly leading up to the wedding. Not only is this really great for them for just information wise for, planning their trip, but it's getting them used to seeing a newsletter from you. So you can keep them on, you can put them on your regular newsletter once the wedding's done, and they're going to be used to seeing you, and they've already accepted your, they've probably taken you out of spam. So they're going to be seeing it in their regular email. So this is just a basic one. I have a link here that takes them to the actual information that I want to give them. So it's talking about, passports, traveling with children, health insurance, travel insurance. So just a little blurb that each month they're going to get. So the next one I'll do is going to be on, maybe it'll be on another aspect of the trip. Maybe I'll talk about the resort, or I'll talk about the destination that they're traveling. I'll talk about weather. I'll talk about, anything like that, just to give them some more information and to better plan for their trip. And again, you're keeping that excitement going. They're traveling to Mexico and they booked, 9 months ago. Maybe that excitement has worn off a little bit. You're keeping monthly, you're keeping them excited. All right, so that is, okay, sorry. So that is pretty much the end of Destination Weddings series for this part. So the number one thing I hope that you take away from this training in particular is that it is so important to have your systems and processes in place before diving into a destination wedding. After everything that we have covered in this series, I hope you realize that destination weddings can be very involved and intricate, and you should not take them lightly. I hope my passion for destination weddings has come through, and one of my reasons for putting this series together is to make sure that I give you all of the tools and information I can so that you can do the best you can for your destination wedding couples, because ultimately this is their wedding day. And we absolutely don't want to be the reason something goes wrong because we didn't know what we were doing. So I was prepared to end this series here, but a special request, Sarabi, I will be doing a few more trainings focusing on some of the micro niche areas that you might be interested in specializing in, such as cruise weddings and things like that. So the next training will be next Thursday at the same time. All right, well, that is the end of this training. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat and we will go through them.